Hello? 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 I think my stream is broken. Hello? I think my stream is broken. Hello? Does that sound better? Does that sound better? Does that sound better? Okay, I think it does. Whatever. Whatever. So. So hello to this stream. Today I will be just working on this game. I'm making a game called Space Cleaner. It is about it is just like a top-down 2D space shooter game. This is my first game development session. I already have some of the game. I already have everything planned about the game because I had already tried to make this game before, and scope creep, this blah, scope creep got the most of it, and then it just like blew up, and then I guess I'm kind of restarting a little, but not exactly. So today I'm gonna be working on the main, like the start menu, and then just UI stuff, and stuff like yeah. So let's start. So first, I'm just gonna load some assets like the logo. I'm gonna load that from the created project, like the halfway created project that already exists. I'm just gonna move that over here. Uh, so anyways, I'm just gonna let's see here. Oops, that was the wrong project. That would like blow up my computer because it has so much in it, so it just like blows up my computer. So let's start. Okay. So I already have all the story. Like it's a very long story, kind of for now. But I'm not gonna share it all, obviously, because I would kind of ruin the whole point of the game. This is like a beta version, like the development version. I'm not gonna show everyone the entire world, just like the entire game story before I even publish it. Where am I looking at? Yeah, the logo. So this is the cute little logo I made. It looks weird on a white background because the game is in space and space is black. So this logo is always gonna be on like a black background, or at least like a dark background. So let me see, how do you turn on light mode? Oh, so for any of you that are wondering, this isn't exactly Scratch. It is block-based programming, but it's actually a custom mode. I mean, a custom mod of Turbo Warp that I made. So it's a mod of a mod. It doesn't have exactly that many features yet. It just has like a really scuffed song editor that is quite literally just an Ultrabox embed. If you didn't understand what that meant, well, okay. It also adds like this is the only other feature that I've added. It's the export costume button. It basically exports all the costumes of the sprite and gives them to you in the zip file, which is pretty useful, but also pretty niche. Like, you're not gonna always use this. It's not exactly like a super useful everyday thing you're gonna use like every day, but it is a useful feature. I was actually surprised it wasn't added to Vanilla Scratch, or even Turbo Warp for that matter. But anyways, okay, so I just need to backpack this logo. I won't call it logo because it's a logo, and it's supposed to be more like a lot more descriptive than just that's better. What's this? Stop calling me ma'am. This isn't funny anymore. So just I'm gonna backpack this. Okay, what else do we need? I have the music in my computer already, so I don't think I need that. What else could I possibly need? I think I'm just gonna make the menu from scratch. Pun not intended. But anyways, I think, yeah, because I'm not sure what else I could possibly need. Maybe I could like not steal. I can't really steal from myself, but I guess maybe not. I think we will start from scratch. Okay, I think the logo is all I need to make the main menu and the save files. So if you don't know how this is gonna work, it's gonna be very cool because Scratch and block-based programming isn't really meant to be for like a full game with like fully fledged game stuff. It's built for small games, and you can make a full game like with it, but it's gonna be very laggy. But when you know why? Because Scratch's loader is kinda stupid. I mean, it's not stupid. It's meant to be simple so that kids can understand it. It's obviously, and it would be kind of weird if you were like 5 years old and then you had to understand how to load and unload assets live. So what Scratch does, it immediately loads every single asset, like all the code and all the raw sound and costume data. It loads it into RAM, just crams it all there. So if you try to make a big game, it's gonna either like eat your entire RAM, and then eventually it's gonna like blow up. And preloading basically quite literally everything. It does make kinda faster loading times because there are no loading times, but it's also just inconvenient because the game is also supposed to run on smaller devices. So what I did, I just kind of cheesed it. The Turbo War packager, it packages projects into HTML and then like with embedded CSS and JavaScript obviously and whatnot. And what Electron, does anyone know what Electron is? It's basically VS Code. So VS Code is just a web app in Electron. A cool thing about Electron is that it allows you to do like access system level stuff with a web app like a native app would. So that's how VS Code like manages to access your terminal. And I'm not sure how to do all that just yet. I'm not even sure if I have like the Electron packager installed. yet at all. So whatever, we're gonna make a new file. Okay, then the new file is started now. Okay. So now I'm gonna go into costumes and then just put in my logo. It looks terrible, so I'm gonna delete Boxy, and then I'm gonna add like a dark blue background. Not fully black, but dark blue, like super dark blue, because it's cooler, I guess. Because too black is just kind of like depressing, kind of like weird. I don't know. And then this, I feel like this is good. Okay, that looks way better now. And then maybe add some stars. How will I add stars? Just spam a bunch of cool looking circles with gradients on them. That's how you make stars. See? That's a cool looking star, isn't it? I'm just gonna make this, so make like the very center of the star kinda solid, because stars are usually not just glowing gradients. So this looks better, but it also looks weird, because unless every single star was as close to you and as big as the sun, I don't think it would look like this. So we need to group them together like this, and then make them super teeny tiny, maybe like this size. Okay, I think that kind of looks good. But then the little circle, the solid circle, still looks too big. I'm gonna select this and then just make it smaller, I guess. Okay, this looks bad. I think we should just start over by making a new small circle, like this small. Does not need to be that massive. And then just make it like that to group them. I think that looks perfect to me. And then just spam a bunch of these. Maybe it was like maybe it was like varying sizes to make it like better. Smaller. It's easier to if we just take this off. Then rotate it. Then copy them here and there. Then copy them. I think I just accidentally made Big Dipper. Okay, that looks kind of good for now, but it also looks trash, so I'm gonna add more stars. More. Eventually, if I add too many stars, my computer will blow up, because Scratch's costume editor is vector. What that means is that everything you see here is an SVG, and then SVGs with lots of objects inside get kind of funky, and they also eat your RAM massively. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Actually looks kind of 3D or something, maybe. Wait, actually, is this? Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna scrap all this and just gonna make the background white. I got a better idea, actually. What if instead of just making boring old static background, I make every single star an individual clone? That actually takes a lot more RAM, but it looks cooler. Yeah. So make a star like this. I think this is good enough. And then to add some color, I need to add some saturation right here like that. And then it looks red, but not every single star is gonna be red, obviously. Then I just turn off warp timer. This sucks. I mean, it's kind of useful sometimes, so your computer doesn't blow up when you have like a bunch of broken stuff or something. But it just makes everything slower. I want to add interpolation, because the game takes every 30, actually, yeah, it's 30 frames per second. But the 30 frames per second is kinda bad for nowadays. So what I can do is use interpolation. Interpolation does what you think it does. It interpolates it kind of in between sprite movement and basically scales it up to your monitor's frame rate. And blah blah blah, laggy projects as interpolation make them run slower, blah blah blah. I guess my project's not a laggy one because it makes it look cooler, unless you're running it on a potato or something. So, oh well. Infinite clones, yep. This will remove the 300 clone limit and basically just allow you to do like infinite stars and whatnot, or whatever clone you want to do. I always use this. I'm not sure if I will need it. I'm just gonna put it just in case. This, obviously, so it allows it removing miscellaneous limits allows you to basically pitch up a sound as high as you want or as low as you want, and then yeah, it looks cooler. High quality pen. I don't think I'm gonna be using pen for this, so I'm not gonna enable it. And 60 FPS, no. The entire game's logic is gonna be 30 FPS, so I don't think having to recode everything's gonna be nice. But anyways, this is the star. Let's call it a star. Wow, what did you think it was gonna be called? A celestial object of great brightness. Wow. Anyways, just when flag clicked, I have used Scratch so much that clicking to events and then going to when flag clicked is basically muscle memory at this point. Oh yeah, and I also have the for each loop, which kind of throws it up. Kind of throws my muscle memory off because I'm not used to having it there. I'm used to having the forever block be up here, but it doesn't matter because it's actually useful, like a lot. But anyways, enough yapping. Let me just make the stars. So forever, hide. Whoops, hide. This might seem counterintuitive, but the main sprite actually needs to be hidden so the clone sprites, the clones can be shown. Then I can just like create an infinite amount of clones, and that's gonna immediately like blow up your RAM, and your computer is gonna lag everything. So I add a wait block, and then add random. Actually, what would be better? Would it be better if I just made a set amount of like stars, but they moved around in a cool way, or just keep? I think it would be good if I used the repeat block, and then it made like repeat 100 maybe. So there's always at least 100 stars, and then I can keep creating them infinitely. And then wait, like pick random 1 to 10. So when a star is created, no. When the star is created, when the star is a clone, this is gonna be like this little setup part. So I don't usually make custom blocks for, like, or as you may know them in traditional languages, functions. I don't usually like to make functions for just like these kind of things. But if you want the code to be easier to understand, I guess, just make them. But who really cares about this at this point? So I'm just not gonna. So first I'm gonna need to set the ghost effect to 100. The ghost effect is opacity, but kids probably don't know what the word opacity means, so they just made it ghost. And the more you have, it's actually more transparent, unlike regular opacity. So set it to 100 because we want the stars to fade in, not just spawn in like something. Then set color effect, and then I want to set it to any of these color effects because, as I said earlier, we're not going to make every single star be red. So right now, let me check how long until it resets to red. So because it loops back for some reason. So that's 25, that's 50, 75, that's 100, that's 125, 150, 175, and 200. So for some reason, instead of like making 100 be the loop back, it's 200, which is kind of arbitrary, and I don't know why Scratch does this, but I guess we don't question it. So set color effect to pick random between 0 and 200. Then, so basically, when I make it invisible to the point where I start making it visible, it's gonna set up like the different varied kinds of star. Then I'll also change the saturation, because we also don't want the star to be like just bright neon color Christmas things. So we're gonna change the saturation, which is actually brightness, and then pick random from 0 to 100, because it is actually 100 in this one. And then what else? I can make the size be varied too, so it can change, pick random sizes. So pick random 75 to 120. That's usually what I go for. Then I can actually start to fade the star in, changing ghost effect by -10. Okay, wait, yeah, okay. And then show, like here, show. So let me test that out. That is a weird star. Okay, I forgot to make these go to random positions, like when they spawn. Okay, that actually looks cool. But the problem is these 100 are supposed to spawn like instantly, not any without any delay. So spawn initial stars. Then runs out screen refresh, so it runs basically instantly. Then spawn initial 100 stars. That's cool. Okay, let's see now. Okay, now okay, that looks still weird. I should probably just make it. That looks really bad. Okay. So if looks like a bunch of donut sparkles or something. So if pick random 1 out of 10 what is equal to 1, then set it to whatever neon random color you want it to be, and else forcibly put it to something really bright. Okay, let's test it now. Okay, that looks ugly. Let's just not put any brightness effect. Maybe that looks cool. Yeah, okay. It's starting to look better now. I think the size still needs to have like a bigger difference. So 50 and 150. That looks I'm not sure. Oh, what the heck? The logo is behind the stars. Okay, I'm gonna have to make them all go to the back layer. And then just add more stars. I think 100 isn't enough. Okay, I think that looks better. And remove fencing is on, right? So they can spawn anywhere, even outside the frame. I still think they need to be bigger, so I'm going to set it to 250 so it's bigger. Okay, that's too big, so just 200. Okay, that looks perfect. And then what can I do? Yeah, so okay, let's just open a new OmniBlocks window. Okay. So load project, and then I'm gonna go back to the one I was testing. Oh wait, no, that one. No, please don't open that one. No, it's too massive of a project. So wait, okay, I'm back. So we're gonna this one. It's the not Mega Man X ripoff. Don't actually. I'm just gonna tell you why it was named like that. So basically, I added like a charge blaster, which charges kind of like Mega Man X, and then I just made the title as a joke. And yeah, it's. Let's see. So what was I looking for? Oh yeah. So basically, the stars here, what they do. These okay, so here you can see that the character moves. The stars move behind him. Okay, why is it actually so laggy? What the? Okay, let me check. Interpolation. Oh, it's the warp timer probably. That's probably why. Okay, so let's test it again. Okay, so now it runs a lot better. Not really. But anyways, you can see here that the background, which is a bunch of stars, has parallax. It's like parallax. So it's a parallax. I don't know what else to say. So instead, in the main menu, there isn't gonna be a player. Obviously, you don't like click around with. Yeah, there's no player in the main menu. So what I will do is just make the parallax follow the mouse instead. So let's go here. Where are the stars? There, this one. So I'm gonna pack this code. Yup. Actually, wait. Let me check these star sprites. They look pretty cool. I don't know why I didn't use these. Oh wow, this looks cool. So I'm gonna copy this, then center it, backpack it. Wait, there's something behind it. I can't see. Oh, okay, this could be better centered like that. Then I'm gonna delete this old one and add this one. Then I close this because it's blowing up my computer, and I go here and unbackpack it and add it to my star. So cool, right? Wow. Then I can just make it red again. Wow. And then I can make the costume. Pick random between 1 and 2. Oh, what the? Oh no, that looks bad. That looks terrible. Oh, it's because they're too big. I need to make this smaller. I think this small looks good. Just a little bit bigger, like this. Yeah, it was probably a bad idea to add this. Just room to start it. There is very annoying. I'm not sure. They look cool, but when I actually add them in here, they look terrible. I think I'm gonna stick with these. No more costume. Haha. Then forever, and then just a code I just like completely didn't steal. So just keep going to the back layer, and then instead of player, there is no player. Go to mouse X and mouse Y. Oh, okay, that's still bad for some reason. Oh, I get it now. They're all stacked. They're all stacked like on top of each other. So what I need to do is make their own local variable for this sprite only, and then call it just clone X. Actually, just call it star X. Then make a new one called star. No, star Y. Shut up. This isn't personal info. It's a variable name. Okay, so star X and star Y. Then I set these to blah blah blah. Just set them to star X, star Y. Whoops. Set it to X position and then Y position. Okay, oh, they're still bunching up. Why? Oh, yeah, okay. That was dumb. That was only the first half of the step. So then plus, and then the respective X and Y position. So this plus X. Oh, okay. Then this plus Y. Ah, they're still doing that. Why? I don't understand. Huh. Oh, wait. I don't know. Huh. What? Oh, okay. That's just actually dumb. I have to save the X and Y before they actually. Okay, now the problem is that they're not spawning outside of the canvas, which I need them to do. Even though removed fencing is off, the random position block only does it so that they only spawn inside of the play area, like the canvas. So I need to manually do the random functions myself. So pick random. So let's say negative 350 to 350. Actually, I think that might be too much. So negative 300 to 300. And then negative 200. Wait. Yeah, and then positive 200. Okay. Yeah, it looks a lot better now, but it's flagging for some reason. I'm just gonna. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. What is going on? I don't need all this. It's still lagging. I guess it's the consequences of moving. What is it? 200 and counting star. Wait, what? It just magically got faster? Wow, that's very relatable. Everything just gets magically faster for no reason when you don't want it to. Or actually, I do want it to. But hey, it magically gained more FPS. That's really good. That's a good thing. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it looks pretty smooth. I should have probably just went with the sample static background. Wee, at least it looks cool though. But what's the point of having all these cool stars if they're just gonna stay there anyways? There is quite literally no point in making something be dynamic and individual if you're just gonna keep it static and boring and static and still. So what I'm gonna do is, aside from just the original position in the mouse position, I'm gonna make them change their X position and Y position a little bit. Maybe like this. Oh wait, someone told me that might give people like motion sickness or something. What if we just make the stars like pulse randomly? So set change ghost effect by 20 to 0 to 20 maybe. Oh, that just makes it fade. So negative 20 to 20. Okay, that looks weird. What if I just make them change color? I mean, what? 1 and then positive 1. That would look much better, and not like the stars are having a massive seizure. Can you even see it at this point? You can kind of see it, but it still looks very bad. So I'm just gonna do the change color. This never fails, because color change is good. Maybe see, they all change color, like the stars change color. It looks pretty good. But I think I can do something about the ghost thing still. So the ghosts, each of these variables are going to have their own let's see. How could I possibly make it so that each star can pulse without looking like it's having a seizure, because the change opacity function is being called every single frame? I'm just gonna test something. What if I give each star a star timer? And no, I'm not gonna use those so super totally accurate built-in scratch timer, because I do not need that much accuracy. I just need something that's accurate enough so I can make them pulse that, like, violently pulsing. Let's see. Change by 1. Wait, this is. Let's see. What is this wrong? What's wrong with this? So first change. Okay. Okay, that should be better now. Okay, good. That is. What am I even saying at this point? So whatever. Start timer by 1, then change ghost effect, set ghost effect, to mod 20 start timer. Maybe that will work. No. It did not work. What can I do? Wait, it's working, kinda. It's kinda working. So then I can do 40. Then I can do minus 20. So it can look like it's pulsing correctly. Maybe this will work this time. It's not working. I mean, it is, but just a little. So then I will do 60 and then 120 maybe. That didn't even do anything. Oh, it actually does. Oh wow, that's actually so cool. But now they all do that at the same time, and I do not want that. So let's. Where is it? Start timer. and then set it to 0 to timer. Or something random, I don't know. That did not do anything. So, yep, I'm just gonna go with a hard-coded value. Let's see. Oh, what is it doing? No, don't do that. That's very bad. What if I set it to 100? Huh? What is actually going on? If I set it to 0, it works just fine. But if I set it to anything else, what if I set it to like start at a negative value? Will that break it? See, it makes this weird spawning things. Oh wait, what if I just set it to like pick random 0? Okay, I'm really not sure what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It has to start on an even number, I think. So I would have to round and divide by 2. It works anyways because I would have just tried 100 anyways. So let's test if it actually has to be. Wait, actually, I just did something bad. Oh yeah, I grabbed the wrong. Okay, round and then divide by 2, and then set this to 200. Maybe that will work. No, it's still not working, and it's always an even number, right? Wait, 9? 9's not even. Oh yeah, I forgot the round function doesn't actually. Okay, that was the what? Okay, what if I do like floor? Okay, that I got. What about ceiling? I have actually. Okay, that no. Welp. Just gonna do this now. Okay, this is guaranteed. I don't know why I forgot how math worked for a second there. This is always gonna be an even number, so let's check if this is the issue. No, it's not the issue. So what could be the issue? When I start at 0, it works just fine. Man. What could I possibly do? Oh. Divide this by 100. Then multiply it by 2. No. Oh yeah, and then round it. That's just okay. Wait. So pick random 1 to 100 divided by 50 multiplied by 2. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Pick random to 100. I'm just back to the thing where I started. But maybe this will help. Okay, what if I do this? Oh, okay, no, that's bad. That's really bad. The only possible way I can think of doing this is by making the stars all spawn at like a different time. But I can't do that if without like having to wait a bunch of times till they all spawn. Because I want them to all spawn instantly, but also have technically different timers. This is always gonna be 0 because they all spawn instantly at the very start of the game. So what could I do? What is going on with this? What if I set it to 2? Will that work? It's not causing the weird glitch. What if I set it to 4? Wait, it's always working. Wait, could it be that? No, okay, that was weird. What? Why is it saying hello world? I never asked for it to say hello world. What's making the oh? Yeah, I don't know why I put this here. Why are they doing that? Oh, I finally understand it now. So what's going on is that the start timer is mod 120 minus 60. This means it's already close to 120, so it's basically close to already resetting. And it's not supposed to be like that. It's always supposed to start at 0 because that's how it. So what I can do is make a separate variable called start timer. start timer for this sprite only, and then set that to a random number. So then this. So I set the start timer to 0. And then change this over here to start timer. So I want it to be something like, okay, I'm just gonna do 120 plus the start timer. 120 plus, and then this divided by 2, because 60 is just 120 divided by 2. So this is gonna be what's in here too. What? Some stars is just moving randomly. I don't know why they're doing that. I guess it lagged. Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, I get what's going on. So I just the simple fix here. Okay. Now they all look like they're smoothly fading, like pulsing. Not okay. That did not fix the issue. What is going on? I thought I finally cracked the code. What is going on? What is actually going on? What is that? What am I looking at? Huh? What is going on? So if I set it to pick random 220, what is this actually? It's always gonna return something from negative 60, huh? Oh, okay, never mind. What is going on? This is so... Oh, I think I never mind. What? Okay, that did not fix the issue. What? Okay, I was solving a different issue. Okay, this stream has been going on for like almost an hour now, and all I have done is just trying to make the stupid stars. Like they're not even working yet. I think I'm gonna scrap it for now and like go in a later stream and finish the stars. So for now, let's just keep them all kind of pulsing. Wait, I have a simple fix. I mean, it's not gonna be an actual fix. It's gonna be like a patch, like when you put a band-aid on your broken Boeing airplane. So what do I do? So is pulsing. So this is a boolean that is basically duct tape for now because it's temporary. So just pick random 0 to 1. If they are pulsing, if pulsing, wait, is pulsing equals 0, then what is this operator? Sometimes I hate this because I'm not trying to use the JSON operator. I'm trying to use the regular math, arithmetic operator thing. So then if it's not if it is pulsing, then change the start timer and do all that changing stuff. If it's not, just make it be static. So let's see. See? Okay, they just broke everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep 120 and then 100. What? I think it's 60. Okay. So now you can see that some of the stars are doing that thing. Okay, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Still, for some reason, I don't know why, they just broke at this instant. It was working like a second ago. Psychos defect. Okay, you know what? Let's just make it always be 0 for now. We do not care what the... Oh, what would they... What? What? Huh? What? They're not supposed to be showing. Let's just take this whole thing out. It's causing like every single error. It's causing everything to be bad. Oh, why is it doing that now? I don't understand. Why is it showing them before they're even going to the correct position? This is supposed to be the first thing in the block, in the stack, the thread script, and they're still. Why are they doing that? It's so annoying. Okay, what if I just take the whole thing off? Huh? Oh. Wait, there wasn't a star. Why? Oh, that was... I don't know why it took it out. That was really stupid. Okay, so now it is kind of working. Whatever. I was supposed to work on some UI stuff as well, and then I never got to do it because these stars, these stars just took up like my entire time. So this is basically the logo. What I was gonna do? Okay, let me think. What was I gonna do? I was gonna make the main menu and like the saving stuff. I'm not going to use local storage for this anymore. What do I need to do? I need to write an extension that actually lets me do that. I have no idea how. So let's see. Why am I on Microsoft Edge? Okay, let's see. There was an extension that was like the file direct file API or something. But let's just go here and see. Okay, whatever. I don't care that I'm on Edge. I just need to get this done. So extensions.turbowarp.org. Wait, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna grab some random one like this file extension. I don't want to open the file extension. I want to open the code for the files extension. So you can see there's a bunch of random codes here. So then I can like make an extension maybe that uses the file direct file API. Let me see. Oh, this is so okay, whatever. You know what? I honestly don't really care how I do the actual saving for now. I'm just going to make like the buttons because I have done literally nothing so far. So I need to make some cool looking buttons. Like maybe like this and then opaque and then make them like this. Okay, I think that's a little bit too transparent, so let's put it up just a little bit like that. Okay. No, okay, the borders look weird. So let's make the borders be like, oh wait, no. Oh wait, what? No, okay, wait, no. I didn't mean to I meant to change the border, like the outline. Then make it just like this blue maybe. Okay, no. The contrast looks weird on that. Maybe green, though the contrast looks weird on that. Yellow. No. Okay, what if I just make it like a lighter but darker blue? I'm not sure, honestly. What if I just let's see. How do the actual buttons look in the game so far? I forgot. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna open another Omniblox window again, and then I'm going to do this. Then what am I doing? Honestly, I'm losing my mind. Then open this. Then go to the pause menu I made. For some reason, there's a glitch. It's not really a glitch, I think. I just haven't like fixed it. There's a pause menu. Okay. Oh, these are the colors. Okay. So, okay, I get it. So you're gonna make them green and then with a white outline. That looks so much better, actually. So let's go back here and then make them green with a white outline, just like the pause menu. So UI looks consistent. Yeah, that looks. Wait, was it that white? Yeah, it was. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care. Then black text. Fully opaque black text. So what's that? What should I put here? It should have like save files. Okay, so save file. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Save files. I should probably just center the button first so it actually like kind of works. I'm just gonna like rip off Okay, let's go to pause menu and then just gonna steal the buttons here. I'm just gonna bag them. It's not backpacking it. It's taking a while to load. Kinda. Hello? Why is it taking so long? I think I just broke the backpack. Okay, can you give me the buttons without crashing? What is going on? It's not saving. I'm just gonna export it. Then I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna go to my files. Then I'm gonna go to the Sprite 3 and put it in here. Wow, that was so cool. So smart of me to do. What? Wow, I do not remember having this much code. Just use like the whoopsies. There goes my DualShock 4 controller. Whatever. I'm not. Okay, whatever. So this uses like some smooth glide. And you know what? This is garbage. Let's throw it out the window. Although it's gonna take quite a bit to like replicate all these buttons again. You know what? I think I spent too much time on the stars. I'm gonna finish this next stream. So goodbye. Don't forget to